Hey everyone, it's Carol Foderick from the Carol Foderick Real Estate Group. It is February 2025, and I'm here to give you your real estate market update for the Greater Toronto Area. It's usually a surprise to people when I explain to them that the term spring market actually refers to the period time that we're actually well into now by mid-February. Often we have imagery about the spring market being a time when like the snow is gone and the flowers are out and the pools are open, which as you guys know for us here in the GTA happens sometime around the middle of May. But in fact, by the time all of that happens, about 60% of the real estate that is going to be sold in a calendar year has already been traded. And the sellers who wait for those, spring months with the grass being green and the flowers out, have usually missed the bulk of the buyers. If you're on the buying side, the months of February, March, and April are usually some of the heaviest listing months of the year, which means that if you've been out shopping, you've been seeing a lot of great homes for sale during these months. How does that relate to what we're talking about today? So I want to talk to you today about the start of the spring market. So 2025 seems to be showing all of the signs of following that very cyclical pattern that we normally experience. As per usual, home sales in January increased over December by about 10%, with nearly 6,000 homes changing hands. That's still lower than last year's number for January, but things seem to be moving in the right direction. A big reason for this shift, of course, the Bank of Canada interest rate cuts. Another slight one that just happened in January. It's making borrowing just a little bit easier and giving buyers a little bit more confidence. More sellers are jumping into a lot more. New listings are up over 50% compared to last year. Even with all of this activity, though, prices haven't moved a lot. The final year-end 2024 numbers showed increase in prices in Toronto only by about 0.44% over the previous year. Looking ahead, experts predict that the number of home sales is going to steadily continue to climb, probably an increase of about 12% in 2025, with prices rising probably a modest 2 to 3%. The actual number is 2.6, and economists are forecasting. But if interest rates keep dropping, we might see even more buyers entering the market as we head deeper into these strong spring selling months. Detached homes are still the most popular, making up about 41% of the sales, with an average price of $1.37 million here in Toronto. But semi-detached homes are getting a lot of attention, especially right in the downtown core of Toronto, where sales of these more affordable options jumped a little bit over 25% from last year. So with home prices still a challenge and affordability on people's minds, many people are looking for that sweet spot between space and budget. So what are the people in the real estate industry talking about right now? Well, like most of the country, we are talking about tariffs. And of course, while they don't have a direct impact on the trade of real estate, there is no question that tariffs on other products as they move back and forth across the border with our largest trading partner will have a substantial impact on both the Canadian and the American economies. As it relates to real estate specifically, the cost of construction of all types of buildings in both countries is going to be impacted. And this is important to all of us because after 5 years of heavy inflation, we are already grappling with soaring construction costs. The average cost per square foot in Toronto for new development right now ranges from about $900 to $1,100 a square foot, depending on location. That's before the builder even makes $1 of profit. Hard construction costs, so the actual physical building of these buildings, represent about $550 of that. So if we see a 25% increase on even part of those costs, it's easy to see how tariffs could throw fuel on the fire of an already raging affordability crisis. There is just so much to unpack on this topic. If you have questions about how tariffs are impacting your situation specifically, please reach out to me. I would love to share my knowledge with you. On a different note, I also want to address something that we're seeing a lot of, and specifically if you are currently in a mortgage that is coming up for renewal in the next 18 months. We are seeing right now banks getting really, really aggressive on the early renewals with their clients and absolutely just railroading them into signing mortgage commitments without the clients having the time to shop rates, terms, or different mortgage products. Remember, guys, your mortgage renewal is one of the few opportunities that you have to renegotiate the terms of your mortgage, which could save you tens of thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. In my last video, I mentioned to you that the focus of our Spring 2025 education series was going to be on building and protecting your financial fortress. We hold these seminars, we call them masterclasses, to keep our clients, both past, present, future, completely informed about everything that impacts your financial well-being. It's just one of the ways that we like to show up in service to you on an ongoing basis. As you probably already know, at 7 p.m. tonight, we are going to be hosting our first masterclass on this year's Key to Homeownership and Mortgage Renewal Mastery. We're going to be covering two really important topics. First, how to confidently approach buying your first home with tips to understanding the current market in the mortgage process. But for many of you, what's going to be really key is understanding mortgage renewals, including strategies for negotiating and building better terms to maximize your options. So we're going to break everything down into simple, practical, easy to understand terms, and you're going to have the chance to ask your questions live. Just click the link below to sign up. If you can't watch live, you can simply register and then catch the replay later. And if you know of somebody who might benefit from this masterclass, maybe a friend or a family member who is either thinking about buying their first home or who is about to renew their mortgage, please, please, please be sure to share this link with them. Friends help friends make great decisions, and we love to share our knowledge with everyone who wants to learn how to win in this sometimes overwhelming and complicated space. I'm excited to share that next month we are going to be covering another really, really important topic that is relevant to both homeowners and renters. Stay tuned for that announcement in the next few weeks, and thank you again to everyone that entered our Super Bowl prize pack giveaway valued at over $400. We had over 1,000 entries, and we're going to be sharing some information about our next giveaway soon. Again, guys, if there's ever anything I can do to be of service to you or someone you know with anything real estate related, please just reach out. It would be an honor for my team and I to be of service to you. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I will catch up with you again next month.